Here's a taste of the tales of Southern American Jewish life by playwright Alfred Uhry.
You made me look like a fool, a GD fool.
Lord knows you ain't no fool, Miss Daisy.
I mean, Miriam and Beulah and them, I could see what they was thinking.
What's that?
That I'm trying to pretend I'm rich.
You is rich, Miss Daisy.
No, I'm not. And nobody can ever say that I put on airs. I mean, on Forsyth Street, we only had meat once a week. I mean, we did with grits and gravy. I taught 5th grade at the Crew Street School. I mean, I did without plenty of times, I can tell you.
And now you're doing with. What's so terrible in that?
Oh, I can't talk to you. You don't understand me.
No, I don't. I truly don't. Because if I ever was to get a hold of what you got, I'd be shaking it around for everybody in the world to see.
What's the matter?
Nothing the matter. Miss Daisy?
I told you it's on the other side of that weeping cherry tree there, and it says Bauer on the headstone.
How would that look?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about I can't read.
What?
I can't read.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Anybody can read.
No, not me.
Well, how come I see you looking at the paper every morning?
That's it, just looking. I dope out what's happening from the pictures.
You know your letters, don't you?
My ABCs? Yes, I'm pretty good. I just can't read.
Oh, stop saying that. It's making me mad. Now, look, if you know your letters, then you can read. Look, you just don't know you can read. I've taught some of the stupidest children God ever put on the face of this earth.
We got to pull over, Miss Daisy.
Oh, is there something wrong with the car now?
No, I got to be excused.
What?
I got to make water.
Well, why didn't you think of that back at the Standard Oil station?
Color can't use the toilet and no Standard Oil. You know that.
Well, we can't stop now. We'll be in Mobile soon. You can wait.
Yes. No.
I said you can wait.
Yes, ma'am. I heard you. How do you think I feel having to ask you, when can I make my water? Like I some damn dog?
Well, I'll be ashamed, Hoke.
I ain't no dog, and I ain't no child, and I ain't just the back of the neck you look up while you're going wherever you want to go. I am a man now that's 72 years old, and I know when my bladder full, and I'm getting out this car and going off down the road like I got to do.
Bully said the silliest thing the other day.
Is that right?
Oh, he's too old to be so foolish.
Yes, and what did he say?
Oh, he was talking about Martin Luther King. You know him, I suppose.
Martin Luther King? No.
Oh, I was sure you did. But you've heard him preach.
Same way as you over the TV.
Uh-huh. I think he's wonderful.
Yes, sir.
You know, you could go over there and see him in person anytime you wanted over there at the Ebenezer Baptist Church. Any Sunday, and there he'll be.
What you getting at, Miss Daisy?
Well, it's so silly. Bully said that you wanted to go to this dinner with me tonight. Did you tell him that?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't think you did. I mean, what would be the point? You could go over there anytime you want, you know, whenever you want.
You want the front door or the side door to the Biltmore?
I think the side door. Isn't it wonderful how things are changing? You ought not to be driving anything the way you see.
Well, how you know the way I see, unless you looking out of my eyes?
Oh,
Yes, sir?
you're my best friend.
Come on now, Miss Daisy. You just...
No, really. You are. You are.
Tell me, Joe, will you be going up to your home for Christmas?
No, ma'am. My boss here keeps me hopping too much for that, but that's okay. My family doesn't celebrate Christmas.
I see.
I'll be home for Pesach, though.
Pesach?
Passover.
You remember, la la. That time we went to the Seder supper with one of Daddy's business acquaintances. I believe their name was Lipson. They lived over on Boulevard or somewhere. You were in the 6th grade. It was very interesting.
I was in the 5th grade and I spilled a glass of red wine all over the tablecloth.
Right. One of us does that almost every year. Part of the ritual.
You have to sit through one of those boring things every single year. One night of all that extrabibble was enough to last me the rest of my life. Now, Mama, be tolerant.
I sit through 2 every year. First, my Aunt Sadie's second night at home.
Poor baby.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss either one of them for anything in the world.
Now, they have those in the spring, don't they?
Yes, ma'am. That's right. March or April.
Good, then you'll be here for Ballyhoo.
They didn't hear through the Southern Jewish grapevine? How is that possible?
Well, they were the other kind.
Other kind? Other kind of what?
You know perfectly well what I mean.
Explain it to me.
Stop teasing your mother.
I'm not teasing, I really want to know.
East of the Elbe.
What?
Well, that's how Grandma used to explain it.
What's the Elba?
Well, I believe it's a river somewhere.
Separates Germany from Czechoslovakia.
Yes, and west of it is us, and east of it is the other kind.
But why are they the other kind?
Well, they just are.
How can you tell?
The way they look.
That's preposterous.
Can I ask you something?
All right.
Are you people really Jewish?
Afraid so, 100% all the way back on both sides.
Afraid so.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah. You mean you're afraid you're Jewish?
No, of course not. That's just an expression.
Okay. What do you mean?
I don't think I mean anything. It was just something to say. Can we please talk about something else?
Sure. Nice Christmas tree.
Thank you.
Family tradition, is it?
I've had Christmas trees my whole life, if that's what you mean.
That's what I mean.
Is there something wrong with that?
No, hey, I'm just trying to get the lay of the land down here. You know, smoke out the local customs.
Everybody I know has a Christmas tree. It doesn't mean we're not Jewish.
Right, it just means you don't want to be.
Today is Confederate Memorial Day.
Oh, Confederate Memorial Day is asinine. Why would anyone want to celebrate losing a war?
Heavens, Leo. If Georgia is so asinine, why did you move here in the first place?
You know why. Because your uncle offered me a good job. I should have realized that it pays so well because, well, you have to live in Atlanta to do it.
I guess that's what I get for marrying a Yankee.
You dropped a pin.
Minnie will get it when she picks up. I was just sure today would be a day off.
Not for the superintendent.
Superintendent, honestly, the way you slave yourself down there, a person would think you own that old pencil factory.
Oy, don't be such a mashugana.
Why do you use words like that?
Because they're Jewish words, and I'm Jewish.
Well, I am too, but that doesn't mean I have to speak a foreign language.
For the life of me, I can't understand how God created you people, Jewish and Southern, at the same time.
Well, Confederate Memorial Day is a holiday in this part of the world, whether you like it or not.
Hey,
Yes?
I came for my pay.
Name?
Mary Fagan.
I don't see it here. Employee number?
507.
Ah, not Fagin as in Dickens, Fagin as in phalanx. 12 hours, 10 cents an hour, $1.20. Here you are.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Frank.
What is it? What is this?
Your dinner.
You expect me to eat this?
Uh-huh.
I have had nothing on my stomach since last night, not even coffee. For your information, I am under a physician's, and I do not eat grease. That is all grease. Take it away. Bring me an apple and some coffee.
Uh-huh. I got some company for you, Leo.
Leo,
What?
how are you?
How do you think?
I wish you wouldn't act so ugly to the guard.
It's ridiculous.
He's only doing his job, honey.
Fine. Doesn't matter. I'll be out of here by tonight.
Well, I brought you some clean clothes just in case.
I won't be needing them.
Well, better safe than sorry.
Safe? You think I'm safe? Are you out of your mind? Do you have eyes in your head? Look at me, Lucille. I've never committed an illegal act in my whole life, and here I am, locked up in a jail cell. Do you see where they expect me to go to the toilet? Did you see that plate of pig fat and cornbread they expect me to eat? Do you have any idea what spending the night here would be like?
I just wanted you to be comfortable.
Well, I'm not. I'm not comfortable, and I'm not safe, and I'm mighty sorry.
Leo!
Go on home, Lucille. Guard!
The other shocking thing about Parade was
we never really said who killed Mary Fagan, but it was pretty clear. We're just 99% sure that it was that black man who worked in the factory. But I'm pretty sure he was drunk and all he wanted was money. But I didn't want to duck away from that. None of us did. And I think I got by that by deciding that he was the smartest person in the whole show. And he was a sociopath. And I don't blame him.
If you know, your show has that moment at the beginning where he meets Mary Fagan, and then there's this moment she wants to say something, and then it goes silent. And at the end, we find out what she wanted to say was Happy Memorial Day, meaning Confederate Memorial Day, right? Right. Now that's somebody who doesn't know the story might think that we're supposed to wonder, did he actually kill her or not? That's not what you were trying to do.
Well, there is one thing, David, that is undeniable. That afternoon of the day of the murder, Leo Frank went home for lunch. And the only time in the history of his being the manager of the pencil factory, he called the office, he called the factory, I think 2 times to see if everything was all right. Mm-hmm. So I think if there hadn't been that teeny tiny little hair hanging down in the whole thing, I probably wouldn't have written it. Because
so you're not 100%.
We almost know he didn't.
Almost. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Marquee is a free weekly Broadway appreciation newsletter with essays, reviews, piano talks, Broadway blasts, quizzes, and more. Sign up for the complimentary or premium edition and learn about all classes and projects at thebroadwaymaven.com. And here's a video I think you'll like.